It's a little more difficult to build than those last two, but it's super easily expandable and still very, very effective. We're going to start off this design at least 10 blocks into the air just to make sure we don't accidentally get stuck to the ground and blow up the whole design. It's very, very annoying when it happens. Now place down some temporary blocks up here, and what you want to do now is place down a sticky piston facing forward with a slime block on the sticky part. Then go ahead and place a piece of obsidian on top of the slime block, with a solid block on top of the piston, behind the piston, and then a third solid block right there. Now what I'm going to have you guys do is place down a piece of redstone on top of that piece of obsidian there, with the redstone repeater facing into that block, and then you want to click that twice. Then come over here and you want to place down one more piece of redstone on that block back there. From here, what I'm going to have you guys do is place down a wooden button on the front of that piece of obsidian right there, or the side or whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then what you also want to do is place down a downward facing dispenser off of that piece of redstone right there. And then go ahead and put a bunch of TNT inside of that. And then break all of your temporary blocks, and this is actually now done. Now all I'm going to do is just make a little platform up here so I can actually walk around. There we go. And now by clicking that button, you can see it gets dispensed and pushed all the way over there, and you can click this as much as you want. And there you go, your slime TNT launcher's done. If that's not enough exploding power for you, what you can also do is place down a bunch more dispensers and slime blocks connected to each other, and then just take some redstone and run it all the way up there. And now every time you flick this button, a lot more TNT is going to be launched out, and this is really fun to watch. Once again, you can click this as much as you want, just make sure not to spam it too much. And beautiful, there you go, it is now even more powerful. Cannon number 2 is this flying machine TNT dropper, which is great for clearing out huge areas or villages if you feel like it. It's the most difficult to build on this list, although still very easy, and extremely effective at clearing out whatever you want. Now once again for this design, you are going to want to make sure you're a little bit off of the ground so you, again, don't blow up your entire TNT cannon. And once you've done that, go ahead and place down a dispenser, making sure the arrow is facing in this direction, and then a slime block off of that, and then a sticky piston facing into that slime block. Make sure and extremely effective at clearing out whatever you want. Now once again for this design, you are going to want to make sure you're a little bit off of the ground so you, again, don't blow up your entire TNT cannon. And once you've done that, go ahead and place down a dispenser, making sure the arrow is facing in this direction, and then a slime block off of that, and then a sticky piston facing into that slime block. Make sure this is your sticky piston. Now off of that slime block in this direction, go ahead and place down a regular piston with another slime block, and then an observer with the arrow facing into it there. So it should now look something like this. Now to actually dispense the TNT, what you're going to want to do is come underneath of that, and then just go ahead and break some of these temporary blocks. You want to place down your downward facing dispensers underneath of these slime blocks like that, and then go ahead and place some TNT inside of those dispensers. And now I'd recommend breaking all of your temporary blocks, every single one, just to make sure none of them get caught up with the flying machine. And there you go, it is now done. Now the only problem with this is it's going to fly off into the distance forever. So if you want to prevent that, what you can do is just kind of go far away and place a piece of obsidian in front of this observer. Now to use this flying machine, all you want to do is take a flint and steel or any type of block update in front of that observer. And as you can see, this is now going to cause mass destruction on the ground. And this is why we built it off the ground, because that happened. So I built it too low. Okay, so that's exactly why you want to build about 30 blocks up off the ground. But here you go, let's try this again. Light the observer. And as you can see now, a ton of TNT is going to be dropped on the ground and destroy literally whatever is down there. It doesn't matter what it is, it's going to be gone. Now, once it gets over to your piece of obsidian, you just need one in front of the observer. Unfortunately, this is no longer going to work. What you need to do is take the sticky piston and the regular piston, and you need to swap them. So this one's regular, I'm going to make it sticky. And this one over here is sticky, so I'm going to make it regular. And now, whenever we do this, it is going to be sent in the opposite direction. Although once again, be careful, because if you don't have any obsidian or anything stopping this, it's just going to go on forever, and it's never going to stop until it runs out of TNT. The final cannon today is the most overpowered one on the list. It'll use a ton of TNT very quickly to wipe out literally whatever is in the area. It's very simple to build and extremely effective. To get started with the final and best TNT design, what you want to do is place